That is very, very exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to coming with you.
Over my husband's dead body.
Someone who is actually invited to Taylor Swift's wedding just confirmed the date on social media. And on the exact same night, Taylor got snubbed at the Brit Awards in both categories, while Harry Styles performed his first show in 3 years. She wasn't even there.
Hi, Jack.
H! Mate, great performance.
Thanks.
After a week of everyone on the internet swearing she was about to surprise perform in Manchester, Taylor Swift was nowhere near that building. Let's talk about everything that just happened.
Why people love the Brits is that it is chaos and you cannot plan for everything and stuff does happen.
So let's start with the bombshell that's somehow flying under the radar. On February 27th, the official account for Graham Norton show posted a message saying how exciting it is that Taylor has a date for her wedding now. That's Graham Norton, the man Taylor personally invited to the wedding after appearing on his show last October.
Is next year the wedding year? Is that when it's happening?
Oh, you'll know. Meaning that I was going to invite you to it.
If you're inviting me, it's very big.
It's here. I think I can see Taylor.
The same man who said on his podcast in January that he signed so many NDAs he can't say anything about the wedding. He literally told his co-host he can say nothing because he signed so many non-disclosure agreements.
Who invited you to her wedding?
I can say nothing.
That means it's happening.
I've signed so many NDAs.
That is very, very exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to coming with you.
Over my husband's dead body.
And then his show's official account posts a confirmation that a date has been set. This isn't a tabloid guessing. This isn't fan speculation. This is someone from inside Taylor's actual wedding circle, essentially confirming that June 13th is real. When you combine this with the multiple reports that have been circulating all week, saying the couple will marry at Ocean House in Watch Hill, Rhode Island, with paperwork expected to be completed within 30 days, the June 13th date has never felt more locked in than it does right now. And yes, we know about the investigation that found no permits, no police preparations, and no event filings in Watch Hill.
I looked at publicly available building permits for Swift's address and found $2 million or so in renovations planned for her home, including a new addition. But none of the documents mention a wedding, of course, or what the upgrades could be for.
But here's the thing. When you have someone who literally signed NDAs about the wedding, confirming a date exists, the lack of public permits starts to look less like evidence against the wedding and more like evidence of how airtight Taylor's security operation actually is. She's not filing permits under her own name. She's not letting local police departments have advance notice that could leak. She's running this wedding like a classified operation, and Graham Norton accidentally, or maybe intentionally, just let the world know it's happening. Now let's talk about the Brit Awards, because this weekend did not go the way anyone expected. After a full week of reports that Taylor had secretly flown into the UK with more than 20 people, that she was hiding out in London, that she was heading to Manchester, that her team was leaving the Monday after the ceremony, Taylor Swift did not attend the Brit Awards. She didn't walk the red carpet. She didn't accept an award. She didn't surprise perform. She wasn't in the building at all.
Rave music and Mick Hucknall, the G-spot of the North, Manchester!
The host had teased that stuff happens and you cannot plan for everything at the Brits.
Why people love the Brits is that it is chaos and you cannot plan for everything and stuff does happen. I'm not going to confirm whether Taylor Swift's going to be there. That was good journalism, but I'm not going to fall into that trap.
The chair of the Brits committee had hinted at curveballs and unannounced names. Bookmakers had it at 55% odds she'd perform, and none of it happened. To make it worse, Taylor lost both categories she was nominated in. International Artist of the Year went to Rosalía, who became the first Spanish-language artist to ever win that category and reportedly gave one of the best performances of the night.
The Brit Award for International Artist goes to Rosalía! Oh, I love you, Dave! You just so much.
International Song of the Year for Fate of Ophelia lost to Rosé and Bruno Mars for APT, making Rosé the first K-pop artist to win at the Brit Awards.
Your winner is Rosé and Bruno Mars!
It is such an honor to be receiving this award.
Taylor Swift, with 14 #1 singles and a 6th consecutive global artist title, went home empty-handed from the Brits for the first time in years. Olivia Dean dominated the night with 4 wins, including Artist of the Year and Album of the Year.
And the Brit Award for the Artist of the Year goes to Olivia Dean.
And the winner is Olivia Dean.
The winner of MasterCard Album of the Year is Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving.
And the whole time, Harry Styles was on that stage, delivering his first live performance since 2023, debuting his new single from his upcoming album, in the exact venue where everyone thought Taylor might show up.
Hi, Jack.
H. Mate, great performance.
Thanks.
The question everyone is asking now is, if Taylor was actually in the UK this week, what was she there for? Because the reports about her arriving with 20-plus people weren't denied. Her team's travel schedule reportedly had them leaving Monday. Sources said she was heading to Manchester, but she didn't go to the Brits. So either the reports were wrong, or Taylor Swift flew to England for something else entirely and used the Brit Awards speculation as cover. Some fans are theorizing that she was in the UK for wedding-related business, venue scouting, dress fittings, meetings with planners, and that the Brits' rumors were either a convenient distraction or a plan that changed last minute. Others think she simply decided the optics of losing both awards on camera weren't worth the appearance, especially with Harry performing on the same stage. Whatever the reason, the contrast between Friday and Saturday is wild. On Friday, Graham Norton's show essentially confirmed her wedding date. On Saturday, she got shut out at the Brits, while her ex-boyfriend performed his comeback show. The internet expected a triumphant surprise appearance and got complete silence instead. And somehow, that silence is more Taylor Swift than any performance could have been. She doesn't show up when you expect her to. She shows up when you've stopped looking. That's been the pattern her entire career, and the wedding is going to be the exact same way. We'll all be watching Watch Hill on June 13th, while she's getting married somewhere nobody guessed.
I'm so excited about it. I'm just like, I know it's going to be fun to plan, because I think the only stressful weddings are the ones where you have a small amount and people are on the bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And you have to evaluate or assess your relationship with them.
Yeah.
To see if they should be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Meanwhile, sources also revealed that Travis and Taylor recently visited the Yellowstone Club in Big Sky, Montana, an ultra-exclusive private resort that's now being discussed as a potential alternative wedding venue.
The big question on everybody's mind is, where is Taylor and Travis going to have their wedding? And recently, they were spotted at the Yellowstone Club in Blue Sky, Montana. And I actually was talking to another Swiftie friend of mine on here who said, what if they had the wedding there? And I thought, okay, that's actually a really smart idea, because it is a private club. There's no cameras allowed, no paparazzi, 2,900 acres. And not only could you buy a house on the property, but one of their friends, Erin Andrews, who Erin got married there, she would know how beneficial it was, maybe how private it was, and give some inside information on having a wedding there.
Between Rhode Island, Tennessee, and now Montana, the venue guessing game has officially gone national. But with Graham Norton confirming a date exists and the June 13th reports piling up from every direction, we're closer than ever to knowing when, even if we still have no idea where. The Brit Award snub stings, but let's be real. Taylor Swift is about to become the third most #1 hits artist in history. She just got inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Opalite is still on top of the charts, and she's getting married in 4 months. Rosalia deserved her win. Rosé deserved hers. And Taylor Swift is building something bigger than any single award show. We just don't know what it looks like yet.
Me and Tay watched the entire game, man, and it's just so f***ing epic, man. From the first drop of the puck, man, that game was nonstop action and just had me at the edge of my seat at 8:05 in the morning or 8:10 in the morning, whatever it was, man. And loved every bit of it, man.
I've talked to my Taylor, about this a few times, but she grew up in the country world in Nashville and in high school and coming up, and she raves about how together they are, how they maneuver on tour and stuff like that. She was underneath a lot of these big country singers.
And it was Big Ed Kelsey's birthday. Shout out to Big Ed.
That's right.
Making another
gold on Big Ed's birthday.
Hell yeah, man. What more fitting for the big guy on his birthday. And so we gave him a shout and talked to him a little bit during the game.
When you're a new parent and you hold the baby, it's the smell of your own
child there in your hands. It's a great thing.
Absolutely. Beautiful thing, man. It warmed me up for the first
No doubt.
sip.
That's the best part.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.